Okay, we're just going to explain now about the straight punching in Jeet Kune Do, and more specifically the straight blast. There's a bit of a dilemma in the Jeet Kune Do at the moment about what's a straight blast, okay? Because what we actually see a lot of the time is a JIK CHEN CHOY from Wing Chun, and really that's not a straight blast in Jeet Kune Do or for reality fighting. The Wing Chun JIK CHEN CHOY, or cycle or chain punching, is really done from in front of the body, from in front of the chest, and the hand shoots over. Now, I'm not a Wing Chun expert by any measure, but this is the basic principle of the Wing Chun punch, or in this position moving forward. Okay. In JKD, that's not the way it's done. There is more of a boxing hybrid going on in this, okay? And from JKD, the structure is closer to here, and the punch will shoot out and around. The follow-up punch, when this line's cleared, shoots out and around at the last second again. I'm exaggerating this motion just slightly so that you can see the consistent shortening of the punch through the arc. But the punch goes out straight, comes around, out straight, comes around. The principle of the shortening of the arc is to gain power, okay, like in sports, okay? If you look at golf, a golfer will swing right through, a cricketer will swing right through. So the purpose is to send the shot out and swing right through. So you can see that that cannot be done with the Wing Chun punch, okay? Nor when we're actually blasting can that be done from here with full conviction of the swing through the body, okay? So what we're basically saying here is this is efficient in speed, but it loses power, okay? This is still fast, maybe not quite as fast as Wing Chun's JIK CHEN CHOY, but it's more explosive and there's more drive through, like a boxer's jab cross, okay? So the idea here, okay, from your structure, the elbow is kept away from the body by about a finger thumb distance. This is the same as Wing Chun, and this is called a non-collapsed structure, okay? From the left lead, you can see that position there. Remember, your power side is just simply the hand that you have the most control with, okay? So the power side for me is my right, I'm right-handed, okay? So I'll be here. If you were a fencer or somebody passed you a sword and say, let's fence, you wouldn't put it in your left hand, would you? You'd put it in your right hand, if you're right-handed. If you're left, of course, you'd put it in your left. So the power side principle is just to have your best side forward. This also goes for fencing with the legs, okay? So the non-collapsed structure of the first punch on the blast, it should be coming from here. This is how we intercept. If I was just to throw that, I would have just thrown an intercepting fist and nothing but that, just like this. Okay? But that's not what I'm doing. I'm going to chain the punch, okay? But different from Wing Chun, and I'm going to consistently punch, at least for 3 punches. There must be at least 3 punches for this to be a straight blast. We always finish on a power side, so it's therefore going to be 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, so on, okay? Now we're just going to demonstrate here from side on a just 3 punch blast, okay? Watch the footwork, watch how the hands are delivering and chaining the blows, okay? And look at the distance. I'm considerably further away than possibly a boxer would be as well. Okay, now from there you can see that the lead hand is quick to the point because it's drove straight into the target, okay? Then the body must twist to get the drive of the next punch and clear back to the chin to get the following punch, okay? Once 3 have been done, you've formed that chain. It's no longer a jab, it's no longer a jab cross, it's a blast. Okay, if we show that now a little bit further, and we'll go into maybe 5 or 7, you can see the blast further. Okay, and basically what you must do with this is you must always drive through your shoulder as you're doing each motion. Okay, just explain the slight difference now of the vertical fist as we close in from the rim of the fighting measure, okay, to close quarters, and the fist will go like this, okay. And this is the strong structure of the fist. Technically speaking, if we were to just put a finger out here in this horizontal position, and we turn to a vertical, you can see my fingers almost down, but when I turn the fist to this position, we can see the fingers down. Okay, and this is the most skeletally strong position of the arm. Okay, the vertical is as well, but again, when we hit here, there's a tendency for this arm to want to collapse in its structure. This is another reason why we're hitting these two ways. So just to demonstrate here slowly for you, you can see the action of the hand coming over and hitting in this position. Now at this point, there is not much difference at all to the JIK CHEN CHOY. We are actually hitting the hand over, coming down slightly and hitting through. The difference, however, is we've already blasted through at this range. The guy has fell into us to a degree, and we've carried on blasting, but in this way right into his throat or right under the chin, and that is the slight difference. Okay, so again, it's still not JIK CHEN CHOY from Wing Chun. It's close quarter blasting, okay, enabling us to continue striking, always thinking of hitting in JKD and reality fighting, proper self-protection, hitting and consistently going for hits, even though you may have to make some evasive measures and you may have to make even a block on some instances, but you're still thinking, let's get a hit out here because I'm going to protect myself by a mass attack of hitting this guy back. Okay, and then after that I'll deal with what's happened. Okay, but I'm not defending myself properly by thinking, oh, I'm going to parry this, or I'm going to block this, or I'm going to do this. Okay, hitting is the name of the game in what we're trying to get across here. Now, what most people do incorrectly when they're punching a bag, okay, this may even go to some boxers as well, is when they're hitting the bag, whether you go for this vertical delivery or horizontal, matters not. Most people will punch parallel to the floor. They'll just shoot straight out at 90 degrees. Whether they're boxing or straight punching in this way, jump fan boxing, makes no odds. In actuality, the punch should be going above the shoulder position. Should be coming out as you look at it virtually at your eye level. Okay, that's where the guy's head is, unless you're fighting a midget, of course. Okay, so basically the punch delivery should be slightly up, which we want to get across as well, and why we've practiced this bottom part, 3 knuckles here in the hit. You can see the stress is there as the punch is being made. Okay, because you're punching uphill slightly. Okay, and we just want you guys to keep that in mind when you're hitting a bag, because when you're blasting away and enjoying yourself hitting a bag, not only good workout, you can be oblivious a lot of the times to your techniques, and the bag won't tell you what you're doing wrong. Okay, so just keep that in mind, guys.